Thanks for finding the Backyard Broadcasting Podcast channel, and we appreciate you downloading. Shawn, Carey, we have our April 2026 edition of the Backyard Business Spotlight, our conversation with Jason Fink, the president and CEO of the Williamsport Lycoming Chamber of Commerce. This interview was recorded on Thursday morning, April 30th, 2026.
Great to be here, Shawn.
Yeah, we had some ribbon cuttings here recently we want to talk about, and a few more here coming up today and tomorrow.
Yep.
Let's give some dap and props to Clean Air Engineering, having one not long ago.
Yes, yeah, that was great to be over there in Muncy. To be able to learn more about what they do. I mean, I was very happy about the fact that they opened up their doors, let you go in, check out, learn more about them. Gives me the ability to talk to folks, because the first thought for me was, oh, well, they're just doing stuff for the gas industry. Well, guess what? They're actually doing stuff for the manufacturing industry as well. So whenever we're talking to a member that's, in the manufacturing sector and they're needing something with their products, we can direct them right there to Clean Air.
Also, we want to say a very happy welcome to the Susquehanna Valley to Handsome Brook Farms on Reach Road. They had their ribbon cutting not long ago. We're going to be manufacturing pasture-raised eggs and get them out to various stores and distribution centers across all up and down the East Coast and Mid-Atlantic region.
Yes, yeah, it's a pretty cool company that they're building up there, plant that they're building there. It's one that actually they work with farmers, small farmers that grow organic eggs, chickens, and I guess it would be hatching eggs. What's the proper terminology?
Yes, pasture-raised eggs. Like those hens are like outside; they're not caged all the time, and better feed that they eat, and turns out eggs that are better for you.
Yes. Yeah. So that's what they focus on, and this is going to be a grading facility for them. So they'll have all the eggs brought in here. They'll grade them, and then the key thing is they actually will then ship them out to one of their primary customers that they work with is Costco, if I remember. Yes, it's Costco who they work with. So that, we don't have a Costco here yet, but it would be, it's if you go to a Costco out of our market, you would probably be able to find their eggs.
And they're saying, 50 plus jobs will be opening up for that later on in the year?
Yes, yep, yeah, they're working on that right now. Looking at the plant, they're getting that all built. T. Ross Brothers is the one working on all that for them.
That's Handsome Brook Farms, and you can find them. They have a Facebook page, and check out details on the check out the photos from the ribbon cutting recently, and what they have coming down the pike here later this year as they get things rolling on Reach Road.
Yes.
So we have more ribbon cuttings to talk about. One today, one tomorrow. What's coming up here later today, here on the final day of April?
Well, we're going to be in Medico this morning. Later this morning, we're going to be over in Muncy to be able to do a ribbon cutting with them.
Oh, I can see the scissors from your truck.
Yep. I will say, Taryn, who handles those for us,
the keeper of the scissors.
She has gotten some big scissors, and I will tell you, they work. It's not like these fake things; they cut. So it's fun to be able to do those. Then tomorrow afternoon, early afternoon, I believe it's 1:00. We're going to be at Auto Bookstore across the street from our offices. Great to be able to help them celebrate the expansion that they did. If you've gotten a chance to look at what they've been doing on Facebook, it's going to be a great addition to what they have to offer, and excited for the team there. John and the team there, they've done a phenomenal job.
Yep, they sure have, and it's great. They do like little meet and greets and sign-ins and that kind of thing. Now with the extra space, they're going to do even more stuff there.
Exactly. They'll have book authors there to be able to speak about the books, and more artists being able to come in and talk about their work. So it's going to be an exciting addition to downtown.
So those are the ribbon cuttings that are covered. Also, we want to make sure we make mention of the PM Exchange at Williamsport High School coming up tonight.
Yes, yeah, excited to be at the high school tonight to be able to see some of the expansion that they've got. If you have not been up there, you can see some of the construction that they've got underway at the complex. So it'll be nice to be back up on the high school campus to see what they've got going on.
All right, so let's move to Muncy. Let's talk about the burning the story that's been in the news for what seems like I'm not going to say an eternity, but it's been in the news a lot lately. We'll say that about the Bass Pro project with FanVest. Yep. For those that don't live in Muncy, for those that may live in Lycoming County, but those that live in WILQ land and they're outside looking in toward Muncy.
Yes.
I guess the $1 million question is, with the Muncy supervisors. What's the lynching point keeping their heels dug in? That's the linchpin that's keeping this from going forward. I mean, that's the big question everybody's that's asking, and maybe we should be asking them. But your thoughts on that?
Well, I will say that's more a question for the two supervisors who are refusing to sign the subdivision plan, and that's what's been in court. That FanVest has taken and asked the court to be able to mandate that they sign those documents. They've been approved. The documents have all been reviewed and approved. Their planning commission has reviewed them. Their engineers reviewed and approved them. The court has also agreed here at the county court. They've agreed that the documents meet the requirements based off of the township's codes, and that they should be signing them. So from that aspect of it, beyond that, I can't address why they're still saying that they're not complete. They've not met what they believe is their standards. Their standards are written out like any other township. They have codes that they have to follow and their zoning requirements. If it meets the requirements, then they should be signing them. They've not really addressed why beyond the fact that they deem that they aren't. So from that aspect of it, we're hopeful that we can get this done. We're very pleased to say that Bass Pro is understanding right now of what's going on, and they're allowing FanVest to work through everything. But it's always concerning because of the fact that there are other communities that would love to be able to have a Bass Pro, and if that were to be the case, it would be a big loss for our community.
We're at point A. Let's get to point B.
That completely agree. It's one of those things where you've got a large retailer. If you look at any place where Bass Pro is going into very similar situations, this isn't the first time that they've gone into an area where there's been an underperforming mall or a blank land that they've gone into where there's been no commercial development, and you look at the development that's occurred around that, it's significant. They bring in others, but the thing about it is, until that project is coming out of the ground, no other retailers are going to commit.
One other thing I wanted to mention, we've brought this up in various spotlights here in the past several months. We'll bring it up one more time, the lumber yards.
Yes.
Since our last chat last March, lumber yards officially open now for the past couple of weeks, and the weather has kind of put a damper on some things here the last couple of nights, but tournaments have been up and running and rocking and rolling here the last couple of weekends.
Yes, yeah, excited for the team. We built the facility. There's an operator that's actually operating it, Eastern Sports Management Liberty. Great group of individuals that are running that facility over there. Number of local people that were hired to be able to take and run the complex. They've done a great job in being able to get the tournaments in here. If you've driven by on the weekends, you've seen full parking lot. That's what we knew was going to happen once we got this complex up and operational. We're excited to be able to see it. There's obviously, as you drive by, you can see there's still some work to be done there at the complex. But we're happy to be able to say that it's playable now. And even during the weeknights, folks, there are programs that they're doing there to be able to get kids involved with learning how to play baseball, softball, those types of activities, and there'll be more coming. You just go and check them out, and go on social media, check out their Facebook page. You can find them easily and see what they have going on.
They've got a lot on there in the Facebook.
Yes, they definitely do.
Williamsport Lumber Yards, so check them out on Facebook, and we appreciate your time as always, sir.
Oh yeah, no, definitely excited to be able to say that it's getting hopefully a little bit warmer, and we're going to have even warmer weather when I'm here next month.
Very true. So we go from Williamsport Lumber Yards to Crosscutters baseball. 33 days away from the season opener, and we kick off the 100th anniversary celebration of Journey Bank Ballpark at Historic Bowman Field.
Yeah, looking forward to that. The team over there, they do a phenomenal job. I love baseball. I love going over there watching the games. And a couple months later, it's everything else, and I do need to put a little plug in. If you're wanting to be in the Grand Slam parade, make sure you go online. You can take and find the forms to be able to get your entry form in. We still have plenty of time. It's not until, I believe, June 1 is the deadline. But go to GrandSlamParade.com and you can find all the information there. Stepping off at 5 p.m. on Tuesday, August the 18th at the corner of 4th and Maynard. That's right, exactly. In Williamsport. So it's always great to see you. Good to see you.
Jason, thanks so much. We always appreciate you carving out time to join us in studio monthly for our Backyard Business Spotlight. And to listen to our spotlights here in the future, just click the banner on our homepage, look for Podcast Channel on our station's websites. Also available on our mobile app. Open the app and tap Podcast and search Backyard Broadcasting on Apple, Spotify, Google Podcast, Amazon Music, and Audible. Hit subscribe. You'll be able to hear it anytime, anywhere. And you can also access it on our Backyard Broadcasting YouTube channel. It's radio on demand because Backyard Broadcasting is also Backyard Podcasting. I'm Shawn Carey, and you can join me mornings 5 to 10 a.m. on Country 105.1 WILQ at Carey's Corner, and late afternoons 3 to 7 on Classic Hits 93.3 WBZD.